Just realized this is the wrong playlist, but it's fine. Hello, all of you beautiful people. Believe it or not, we do occasionally work on model kits on this model kit stream. I know. It's a crazy concept. Hi. I even put on like an actual shirt this time. I am not a full-time Football Manager streamer. I was doing that earlier though, and I still really enjoy it. I mean, would you guys rather me boot up Football Manager? I'll do it. I'll do it right now. That is the opposite action of building backlogs. Oh, my backlog's plenty big. My backlog is plenty big, Tensei. It's one hell of a threat. I haven't heard anybody say no yet. Steam is right there. I'm just saying. No, don't do it. Choose life. Mayhaps. Hey, Wabikajo, thank you for the 22-month resub. I know, right, Nelson? It's crazy. Model kits on a model kit stream. I'm still a bit disorganized, though, chat, so you'll have to bear with me while I get set back up. I don't gotta do much. Just gotta put things where they go. Oh, God, come here. What did I miss? And Nelson, thank you for the... What is that now? 47 months? My God. That is so much time. It's almost 4 years, dude. 4 years of putting up with my bullshit. Now, I was smart and kept everything on the runners. Or on the runner holders, I should say. Just need to figure out where they all go. And then today, I am fairly confident that we will be finishing the Red Frame Kai. Because all we have left is the weapons. The weapons in the backpack, chat. That's it. The weapons in the backpack, and then finally we'll have finished a model kit. Words are hard. Words are hard, y'all. The real question, though, is where on earth are my polycaps? They're over there. Because I can't do much without my polycaps in the things that I've already worked on. But it's great to see you all again. I know it's been a little bit since we've done model kits. We've occupied ourselves with other projects. We've been working on some console repair. We've been working on a lot of stuff. But be happy, chat, that I didn't decide, or I should say decided against streaming the Xbox soft mod. Because, chat, I have never had a more demanding experience, a more challenging experience working on anything with a circuit board than soft modding an Xbox, an original Xbox. And here's why. The actual process for soft modding an Xbox really isn't that hard. Like, when Microsoft built the Xbox, they basically built a computer. It's all it is. It's a computer with a proprietary disk drive. That's about it, right? The problem, though, is that the process, while it is fairly straightforward, involves very specific hardware. In order to perform a soft mod on an Xbox, the two main things that you need are an Xbox controller to USB adapter, very easy to get on Amazon, and a flash drive. That's about it. You would think that that's easy. Here's the problem. This was, again, built by a computer company. that very clearly didn't want you messing with anything. So in order to soft mod an original Xbox, you also need an exploitable game. In my case, Splinter Cell. And you may be asking yourself, Jason, why is it that you need a USB flash drive in order to soft mod an Xbox? Well, very simply put, you need to basically put in a modified save file that an exploitable game can read. So, okay, fine. You make the exploitable save file. You put it on your flash drive. You're good to go. You think that that's all that you need? Nope. Nope. Sure ain't. Because here's the thing. The Xbox will only read certain flash drives. And I guarantee you do not have one of those flash drives. Unless you still have flash drives that are 20 years old. You just physically cannot buy flash drives that work with an Xbox anymore. They're too tiny. They're just not manufactured. So your options are basically A, rummage around an estate sale. B, dig out a second generation Apple iPod Nano out of a junk drawer somewhere. Or C, which is what I did, and that is to root a spare Android phone and sideload an app onto it that makes virtual flash drives. My Xbox thinks my old Android phone is an Xbox memory card now. And then things get weird. Because once you've done the soft mod, if you decide that you want to put a bigger hard drive in it, fine, you can do that. You run a little application called Chimp and you're good to go. Nope. Because you need to get a SATA to IDE adapter first. You need to get a SATA to IDE adapter that plugs your new modern SATA hard drive into this thing's ancient ass IDE ribbon cables. But wait! You need to also purchase a different IDE cable. Like it's 2000 freaking 2. Or earlier for that matter. You need to get you an 80-pin SCSI cable to run from the Xbox motherboard into the optical drive, which you have to leave plugged in whenever you're running two hard drives. And oh, by the way, remember that SATA to IDE little chip that I was talking about so that you can plug in a modern hard drive into it? Yeah, you can only use like 2. There are only 2 specific ones that work. And you know how they work? They have a little plastic chip that you can move around between pins physically so that you can set it as a slave drive. That is the terminology that was used back when IDE drives were a thing. That's not me being insensitive. They were literally master drives and slave drives. That's what they're called. So, when you move the little jumper pin to the slave position, then you boot the Xbox. Once it's booted, you then unplug the optical drive while it's running, and take that cable and run it into your IDE to SATA adapter. Assuming that you've also plugged in your Molex splitter to power the damn thing. And then maybe once out of every 3 attempts, you get the Chimp app to load into a very tiny version of Linux. A very tiny version of Linux that is very, very finicky. In theory, you can press a couple buttons and it'll clone your Xbox hard drive into your little SATA drive and you're good to go. In theory. Because I want to show you something, chat. I want to show you something. Is it over here? Or did I throw it away? No, it's not over here. It's in the other room. But hopefully you're smart enough to do this right the first time. Because here's the thing about SATA drives. is that they're very fast. You see, SATA drives are very fast, right? And that's what makes them so nice for doing, modifications with, because your games load super fast. They'll load too fast for it to boot properly. And you know why? Because the boot order of an Xbox dictates that the fonts need to load in at a specific point or the whole thing crashes. So in the event that you get the drive to work, you then need to run another program that hopefully you installed by burning another DVD at the very beginning of this whole process, so that you can put what's called a font delay on your hard drive, so that it loads the fonts slower. It's stupid! This is all to say that I now currently have a terabyte locked hard drive that is hardware locked to my Xbox, and I can't reformat it to do this all over again! It's stupid! It's stupid! No, we're talking about SSDs, Tensei. We're talking about SSDs. Luckily, I can return it, and then it won't be a big deal. I do have a spare platter terabyte drive that I was trying to use. But funny story, the way that this IDE to SATA adapter is designed, the pins are all exposed. And if they get bent even a little bit, that fries the whole thing. So I'm waiting for a new one to come in tomorrow.
I just have one thing to contribute to this.
Go on.
SSD's nuts.
All right, you guys have a great night.
Well, it's already over? Okay,
Jesse,
bye.
I want you to apologize.
I won't apologize for that.
It's good to see you, friend. I hope you're doing well. And hi, Nelson. How are you?
Hi.
This is why you skip straight to mod shipping. The OG Xbox is literally faster / safer. Thing is, though, I'm not very good with the soldering iron. I'm getting better now that I have a proper soldering iron.
Yeah? Well,
I took apart my my GBA earlier again today because while we are getting consistent charge, it's still not going to the battery correctly. I did die. Jesse, you'll be proud of me for this. Actually, Nelson, you might too, because you deal with electrical stuff a little bit.
Yeah.
I did some investigation.
Oh, did you now?
Into why my Game Boy SP that we modded on a previous stream wasn't charging correctly. And you know what it was?
Okay. What was it?
So on the Game Boy Advance SP, there's a little chip that controls whether where the current is going for the charge, and it's connected to the circuit board with two really like as thin as a human hair or less little leads, and one of them was damaged.
Wow, who'd have thought?
I traced the leads back. Okay, where does this go? Where does this go? Oh, that's where the problem is. I then ran a little wire to patch that and fix it, and now it gets the consistent orange light and it's charging brilliantly. It's charging right now. But it still wasn't pushing the current to the battery itself. After doing some research on the internet, that ends up actually being a problem a lot of times with the on-off switch. Excuse me, being too corroded for it to properly read that it's off in order to charge. So I scrubbed that right before the stream, and it immediately turned on right to the green light. It's not kind of bouncing back and forth. Before I was having to turn it on and off 2 or 3 times for it to actually stay on. So I'm confident that is done now. I'm a very happy boy.
Has anybody put together what's the word I'm looking for here? They've done investigations of how everything should connect, and they put together their own schematics for how they think the GBA SP works.
You're talking about diagrams and stuff? Yeah.
Yeah.
We were looking at them during the stream when I was initially taking it apart and repairing it.
Ah, cool. Well, I'll have to go back and watch that then.
Yes, and it will be up on Bad Gunpla 2 now that I have a model kit stream to put up. I didn't want to start the channel without having a model kit stream to put up there, so I'm going to put that up there along with the 2 repair VODs that we had before. But yeah, check this out, though. Now that it's actually, like, done and charging correctly, check this out, chat. Let's switch over to the build cam real quick. There she is, right? Looks beautiful. We do need to replace the volume slider. The volume slider is basically completely fried.
Yeah.
But they're like $2. They're very easy to get. But everything else works great. And what should happen when I flick this on? Yes, immediately boots in. Green lights everywhere. And it looks good. In person, this looks so goddamn good. All the Mega Man games just for you, Nelson.
Whoa!
I've been actually playing a lot of Pokemon Pinball, actually.
Yeah.
That
doesn't surprise me at all.
That was the shit.
Knowing you.
It's the shit. It's like it's pick up and play and go. It's super easy.
Yeah.
Yeah, the screen, the stream is not doing it justice. It looks absolutely beautiful. And like you can make it do like fake scan lines, but I don't even want to. Like it just looks great in this form factor.
Scan lines?
Well, you can make it look like the old screens where it has like the scan lines on them that are a lot lower res.
Is scan lines the proper word for that? Because it was like...
Well, the pixels, yeah.
Okay.
On a CRT, I guess you could call them scan lines, but I guess when it's digital like this, they would be LEDs.
Yeah.
But yeah.
That's why I'm getting confused.
It looks so goddamn good. All right. But that gets you the idea. I'm going to give this thing a full charge now that it's actually charging correctly. And, yeah, let's build model kits. We haven't built a model kit on the model kit stream in a while. What the hell just fell over?
Good question.
I had no idea.
Yep. On my end, I'm working on the high-grade Atlas Gundam.
Hey!
From Thunderbolt. My local store got a restock of Thunderbolt kits, high-grade and master-grade. So,
nice.
This kit was coming out when I got into the hobby, so it's weird to see it and pick it up and be like, I guess this is mine now.
What, the Atlas Gundam?
Yeah.
I have an Atlas Gundam in my backlog, and I am eventually going to build it.
Yeah.
Because it is a cool design.
What I'm saying is, when I got into Gunpla, this was the new hotness. I was like, that's not for me. And then years went by, and now I'm a more experienced builder, and it finally is in front of me again. And I'm like, actually, I think I am going to take that.
Hell yeah, nice.
Yeah. Have you built any other high-grade Thunderbolt kits?
Have I?
Yeah.
Yes, I built the full armor Gundam Thunderbolt version.
Yeah, that one is weirdly between like a real grade and a high grade.
See, I disagree. I think it's got all the worst qualities of a high grade. That thing is covered in stickers.
It is covered in stickers, but it's covered in stickers the way a high grade is covered in, or a real grade is covered in stickers with like all the marking decals and all that stuff. And it has
No, the shields, like all the detail on the shields is all stickers too, and in the rockets.
Yep.
But then I hate
it also has like a pseudo inner frame kind of going on. It's way more complex than other high grades from the era are. I don't know. I definitely had a feeling from it like they were reaching beyond what a standard high grade was for the era because it felt like they knew this was all Thunderbolt was going to get, and they went for it.
To go even further beyond?
And this is to go even further beyond.
They probably had to do something to distinguish it from just another grandpa. Also, they probably had to add the inner frame to help support all the backpack and such.
It came with a stand, but the inner frame probably helps with the arms mostly, because the backpack is siloed off on its own. But the arms have to carry a lot of extra weight.
I was just texting Sig, because I thought that they were going to join us. But apparently not.
Guess not.
Like, hey, you still coming by, or what?
Who can say?
I'm actually just gonna go ask. You know what? I hate texting people that live in my house. Give me 1 second.
Yeah, that's fair. So what have you been doing this fine night, Jesse?
I'm just winding down for the night. I've been dealing with doctor's appointments all week. Not for myself, but helping somebody else get to and from them.
Yeah. That sounds like one of the guys in my D&D group where his grandpa fell down and, like, has to continually go to the hospital. And the big problem is he's not cooperative, as it were. Very argumentative, which makes everything harder. So,
I
yeah.
can relate.
Yeah.
I have returned.
I have... Hello.
Go ahead. You were saying?
Yeah, I was watching the one of the old Mega Man Battle Network animes, and they just hit me with a, hey, we're just doing Gundam X now. And it's a very strange feeling having seen Gundam X.
What were they doing that was similar, destroying all the population, or what?
Well, yes, they went into an
got it.
alternate dimension where it's post-apocalypse. We have Tifa Adele, who is like, I will give you the power. And then we went and met Dome, who is like, yeah, man, here's how the world ended. Can you make a better future?
Can you make it not do that? Yeah.
Can you make it not do that, please?
I am looking forward to playing those games, actually, though.
Yeah.
'Cause I definitely made backups of all the ROMs that I own and have just never played, and I look forward to playing them on my Easy Flash.
Yeah.
It'll make the 9-hour plane ride to London a lot easier.
Yeah. How... Do you have, like, a replacement battery that has been fitted for the GBASP here,
Yes.
or...
I have 2, actually. The one, because the first one that I got, it's a higher capacity, but I don't trust the design. You want to see this thing? Look at this.
Yeah.
It's literally just like a platter of lithium ion with 2 leads sticking off of it that then lives in a plastic shim. Like, look at this. It's like so janky.
Wait, okay, you have zoomed in.
It's so
Wait.
janky, dude.
I still am just seeing a model kit. I gotta refresh the stream.
Wait.
Yeah.
No, that's
Oh, no.
pretty standard.
And
I
then it
think,
goes
for a
in this
battery.
little shim to like make it fit into the GP. So I didn't trust it, and I bought one from Pickle Power on Amazon. I buy a lot of their batteries for my cameras, and they've worked really well. So it's like a more standard battery. But this is weird. This is weird to me.
That's not that weird, honestly. Having
It's
taken
got
apart
2 soldered leads on, like... It's bad. I don't like it.
Yeah. I mean, I've taken apart cell phones that are sketchier with their battery.
I mean, true. Fair. So have I.
What do a lot of
They're
cell phones
doing.
these days use? A ribbon cable connected to the battery that just plugs in, sort of, to somewhere on the board?
Yes, I remember that. There was a day when ripping apart cell phones was my job. That hasn't been the case in quite a long time, but I do remember a lot of that stuff.
Yeah, considering what I expect children to do with a Game Boy Advance SP, I hope you would treat it a bit more, I don't know, better, if that is how it comes directly out of the battery.
Well, like I said, I think we're really at the point now. The hardest thing has been getting these damn batteries to charge. We have the
Yeah.
consistent light. That was, if you remember from the streams. I don't know if you watched those streams or not.
Nope.
But and those VODs will be up on Bad Gumplet too. Soon. Probably in the next day or 2. But basically, like, the entire thing was liquid damaged. Like,
Yeah.
both LCIs were tripped. Like, it basically shouldn't have been able to be rescued. The little like indicator light, like for charging, would just stay on for like a second and then power back off, and that's what led us to it being an electrical problem. Jesse, actually, in his infinite wisdom, along with Sig, both convinced me to buy a proper soldering iron. So now I have like a proper soldering iron.
Yes. As opposed to what? Like...
A little shitty battery powered one. Now this thing gets hot.
Yeah?
Yeah. Like 900 degrees or something.
Yeah, I mean, that's not out of the ordinary for a soldering iron, but the ability to like control that a little bit also is nice.
It is. It's been quite nice. I mean,
Yeah,
I feel like I could take apart anything and make the electrical work again. I feel like a freaking wizard.
Yeah,
Lovely.
it's a good feeling, isn't it?
I heard the noise. I will put up Sigbox momentarily.
Okay.
Yeah, the issue that we were having with the battery-powered iron was that since it was AA batteries, once it started dropping
Gotta be
in
kidding me.
voltage, or was it AAA? I don't remember.
It was
which.
double A's.
Double A.
Four double A's, yep.
Once it started dropping in voltage, it was harder and harder for the iron to maintain temperature, and therefore it was just a cascading power draw.
Somehow, I'm not surprised.
And there we go. We have Sigbox. Sig is working on a jelly pillar.
I'm working on a deli pillar.
Yeah.
I'm like looking at it and like wondering if it will fall forward. Because of the way-
Probably. You'll need to like maybe like if you like put it on a base or something.
Or if those front legs are braced a little bit further forward, or if there's
Yeah,
another
these-
set of legs that are further forward between those two there.
Yeah.
I would just build it on a base.
No, I
Or
don't
if
build
you
these.
If you extend the tail end of it a little farther back, that'll shift the center of gravity that way.
True. Good point.
That's what I was gonna do something before I think, and that was to pre-order Procreate Dreams.
Okay.
I want Procreate Dreams.
Didn't get it.
I am.
Okay. Interrupt my
Yeah,
stream to be a consumer.
I'm just surprised you went with a battery-powered soldering iron instead
mean-
of a wall plug-in one.
It's
you
what
know?
they had at Lowe's like 2 years ago. I haven't needed to solder anything since the last time I built like a keyboard. So like I haven't
know?
had a need to get one that was any better.
This says a lot.
But now it's like I've been getting into like repairing these consoles, just to sell them and get a little bit more money for the house and everything. And both of y'all made a really good point. It's like if I'm going to take this seriously, I need to get the right tools.
Yeah.
And it's been fun. Like the streams of them have been a lot of fun too.
Yeah, that's what matters most, right?
Yeah. And people are actually showing up. And like enjoying it as well. At least I hope so. Have you guys been enjoying the repair streams and the things like that? So I know a few of you have seen in those streams here, or are here right now, I should say.
We are here.
Been enjoying the ones I've been able to catch. Nice, thank you.
That's what matters most.
Soldering takes up serious sustained wattage. I mean, yeah. I mean,
Yep.
I'm not offended. That's why I got the right tools now.
Yep.
He was
Yeah,
going
and-
back and forth about it too. He's like, "Oh, I don't know if I should get this."
Well, I just didn't know
I'm
if I
like-
wanted to spend $100 right then and there. But it's like, I'll make this money back anyway.
$100? What did you get?
Same one that Jesse had. It's Weller. What?
1010 NA.
Yeah, that thing.
I don't recognize that, but that's because I've always used Metcals, which are like...
Is
I
that
don't
the
know,
ones that look
Corvettes?
like children's toys we talked about the last time?
No, that's what was it?
This is like higher end stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Because, like, when I was in college clubs, the people that were using Metcals were also, like, semi-professional hackers.
Uh-huh.
And now that I'm employed by a place that is willing to spend money, it is, like, we get the good stuff, you know?
Mhm.
So I haven't heard of what a Weller is. I'm not saying anything bad about it. I'm just saying we use Metcal, and, like, everybody I've talked to is like, oh yeah, this is the good stuff.
Good stuff.
I mean, I'm pretty happy with it.
The one you were thinking of, Jason, was Hacko.
Hako, yes. That sounds
Hako?
familiar. I do need to get new. I want to get like the variety pack of tips for him though, so I can have
Yeah, that'll help
a
a
little more
lot.
pressure. Yeah.
Yeah, because
Are
the
you
different
gonna buy
shapes
the
can...
soldering iron hobby knife blade
For
the
The
for
what?
the safest, most dangerous knife.
It's an
Self-cauterizing.
oxymoron right there.
I Don't tempt me. Do I need a build? Like, would that... You know what I could use that with? I still have a Hobby Wave the O in my backlog that I never finished. Do you think I could use that to cut off the gates off of the vinyl?
I think you would cut more than that off the vinyl.
You might combust the vinyl.
That wouldn't be toxic. It's fine.
Actually, no. Do not burn or try to melt the vinyl.
It's fine!
No, this is the chemist Jesse talking. It is not fine. Do not
This
do
is
that.
the electrical engineer.
I have
Please
a
do
mask. It's fine. If it's good enough for COVID, it's good enough for me.
Your bunnies don't have masks. Sid,
That's fair. I gotta
not
take
be
care of the
wearing masks.
rabbits, I guess.
Please do not release vinyl chloride, or please do not burn vinyl chloride.
not.
But I wanna! Sick.
I don't.
No.
Jesse's being mean to me.
Jesse's being smart.
Why?
Because Jesse is smart.
Doesn't have to be.
Whoa.
I could be smart too if I tried hard enough.
That's the thing is you have to try.
Ouch.
I do want to finish that Hobby Wave the O because, I mean, if nothing else, the box for it's unbelievable box art. And I'd love to display it with the box art.
Yeah.
It's just, like, so old school. Like, have you guys ever seen it?
You showed it.
Well,
Once
asking
before on
chat.
stream,
I'm
right?
primarily asking chat here.
Oh, okay.
Because it would be an excuse for me to show it back off again. Like, look at this box art. If I can find it here. Probably go on Google for it. Which is not my default browser or default search engine.
It's
Whoa.
DuckDuckGo.
That's right.
Is DuckDuckGo the search engine of choice these days, or are there other ones that have sort of supplanted it?
It works.
It gets the job done for like 80% of my stuff. And
Suppose that's what's important.
yeah.
I'd say it's probably on par of search quality with Bing, but with better privacy practices.
Bing.
Exactly. Well, I can't seem to even find the box on the internet, so it is what it is.
Yeah, because the Google case where they were like, yeah, we are replacing your keywords as you search to direct you towards people we have affiliate deals with, was sort of the straw that broke the camel's back for me, so now I'm looking for alternates.
I do use DuckDuckGo for the most part. It's not the most accurate in the world, but I also, like, I'll switch back to Google whenever I can't find what I'm looking for, but that is my default search engine on everything.
Yeah.
And I mean, I run uBlock Origin and everything, and it has very, very few hits. Like, here, I'll give you an example, right? Like, I'm just going to go use DuckDuckGo real quick.
DuckDuckGo.
And give you a real-time test here. I'm just going to search Gundam on DuckDuckGo real quick, and I'm going to search Gundam on Google. Now, I have uBlock Origin running, and we're going to see how many things it blocks on either one.
Like,
All right, so it's
sponsored link.
So in that 5 seconds, and it's still going up, uBlock Origin has already blocked 22 trackers on Google. On DuckDuckGo, it's blocked 14. So there's still things on DuckDuckGo, but it's not nearly as
Yeah, they're
invasive.
in the same ballpark.
And like Google's still going up 25. If I let this sit, it'll go up in the hundreds. It'll go up in the hundreds. Like YouTube is even worse.
Of course it is.
Hell, I have Twitter open in another tab right now, and it's currently at 198 trackers blocked.
Not surprised.
Also, I advocate everyone to move away from Chromium-based browsers at this point.
Agreed. I am a big Firefox fan.
Yeah, that's basically what's left, right?
I unfortunately have to use Chrome for my therapy session.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, remind me why to swap away from the Chromium.
Well, for one thing, Chromium is, I believe it's, the backbone is owned by Google at this point.
It is.
And Google has been pushing anti-privacy changes to all Chromium-based browsers.
Oh, you mean to everything they've done for the last 30 years? Yeah, you're right.
And that's not even getting into the monopolistic behavior side of it.
Basically, like, Google was bad enough when they were an ad company. They're even worse now that they're investing so much freaking money in AI. You want to talk about your information being used against you? Those days are already here.
Speaking of AI, we team our team meeting today, and they were talking about an article.
Be very careful about what you talk about because you don't want to talk about work stuff on stream.
It was just not like my company's stance on AI, but like just AI in general. And like it's like, oh, generative AI and it's here to stay and all this. And I piped up. I'm like, as an artist, I hate it. You know, it's not this great, wonderful little thing. It thieves off of, like, the training models are stolen work. Like, you can.
Beyond that, we have 5 of our friends that were laid off from IBM, and I'll name and shame them.
I should have said that too.
Yeah, I'll name and shame IBM. I have 5 of my friends that worked for IBM that were all laid off and replaced with AI for help desk work, and that AI is not working well.
Yeah,
they're still looking for work, by the way. Fuck AI. Sorry, model kits are fun.
Yeah, I mean, the environment is not exactly conducive to providing you work at the moment.
No, it is
at least
not.
in your given field. So if you lose your job now, you're not going to have a new one in your target field for a while.
Oh yeah,
it's med time.
It's just it's a real shame. It just really is.
I should have brought that up.
And that's across tech as a whole, not necessarily specific to whatever it is they do.
Right. No, you're absolutely right. It is, but it still sucks.
Like, I listened to a couple podcasts about video gaming stuff, and that's the big thing that's happening in video games at the moment.
I mean, the video game industry, the AAA video game industry has a lot of problems. That is just one of them.
Yeah.
But we don't need to get into that drama here.
Yeah.
That's definitely sterling silver. Sterling, I don't know.
We're going to talk about model kits on the model kit stream. What's the last model kit that you built? What's problematic about it? Let's start some discourse around Gundam plastic model kits, chat.
I don't remember the last.
Let's spread some slander.
I finished the Gundam Calibarn today, and by finished I mean the plastic cement dried. The crotch has a translucent piece that covers up a sticker, like a lot of these Witch from Mercury kits do, and it didn't stay in place, so I had to glue it into place.
Fun!
And then they also advertise an alternate transformation mode, where it gets all the shield funnels attached to the suit itself, and a lot of the funnels could not stay in place, such as the ones that went onto the sides of the thighs and the ones that went into the thrusters. So not feeling super hot about it. I'm not feeling the mobility that the arm that the big gun is on gives it. So not super happy with that kit.
So what you're saying is that you hate Gundam, right?
Yes, clearly.
Got it. You didn't enjoy the model kit from the newest show. Clearly you hate Gundam. On the other side of it, though, if you like the model kit, you also hate Gundam because you only like woke anime. If you like anything from Witch of Mercury.
All of you should totally go watch the not woke show Transformers. Like, totally. I can't even keep that facade up. I don't know much about Transformers, but I know 100% that me making that joke is a lie.
I mean, I have a friend that sure as hell writes and draws a lot of Transformers yaoi fan fiction, so yeah, I think it's a pretty inclusive place, not gonna lie. Anyway.
It probably depends on where you're at in the Transformers fandom.
Oh, sure. It's a matter of perspective.
As with all things.
Oh, man. You saw the last kit I built, that super pretty Phoenix girl with a slightly infuriating tail design. That's some discourse! That's some discourse that I put out on the internet yesterday.
Oh, yes.
You ready for some discourse, chat?
Mecha Mizume. The robot girls are here. And they're
Mecha
stealing your
Musume is
Gundam.
more interesting than Gundam. Mecha Musume is more interesting than Mecha. Change my mind.
Hey, Jason.
Hmm.
Did you see that 30-minute missions is going to produce armored core kits? And since 30-minute
Really?
missions is producing them, it'll be compatible with the 30-minute sisters line.
Really? I did not see that.
Yes.
That's exciting.
Yep. It's time to make Steel Haze girl, and all the people that talk a lot about Rusty are going to be able to personify him in a model kit girl.
That's really interesting. I did not hear about that. That's very exciting.
Yeah, someone else go dig up that thing and put it in voice to text, please.
Oh, I'm sure it's in the announcements channel for that matter.
It's in Weeb Life or Other Plus somewhere.
Hmm. Very cool.
Yeah, because the Armored Core designs are very striking, and, you know, watching Witch from Mercury, you'll recognize some of them in the Armored Core, because, they picked up one of the Armored Core designers for Witch from Mercury. Shocker.
Ah.
Yeah. And I say it in that order because he had worked on Armored Core before he worked on Witch from Mercury, and then Armored Core 6 released after Witch from Mercury, and some of his stuff was also featured there too. So
One of these days I'll pick up Armored Core 6.
It
It
was-
still just feels like a game that I would play for like an hour, really like, and then never touch again.
it was hard for me. I struggled a lot with it.
I'm not a fan.
I did platinum it eventually. It was just hard.
See, I don't have the
So-
time to get good at video games. That's why I never really play anything from FromSoft. I just don't have time to get good.
Yeah,
Doesn't Armor Core have difficulty options?
Armored
don't-
Core does not have.
Don't let
difficulty
the Dark
options.
Souls fans hear that.
Fuck them.
They're already in the room. I'm right here. One of the fun
I'm
things I
here
actually
too.
did
I'm also
when I was on one of the fun things I did while I was on vacation for my birthday is I sat my sister down to see if she could beat the first boss of OG Dark Souls, and there was definitely a point where she was like, "Yeah, I'm struggling with this," and it's not necessarily that the game is hard; it's that the controls are so alien and foreign that you don't understand what's going on.
Mm-hmm.
She
Yeah,
was
Dark Souls
was
has
doing
never
alright.
jived with me. Like I liked the little bit of Bloodborne that I played. I liked the little bit of Sekiro that I played, but they were never games that I really stuck with because there's a difficulty wall with that style of game, and I can recognize that they are good games. They are not made for me. And that's okay.
Yeah.
They don't need to be made for me. They're just not made for me.
Yeah, there's a point where every FromSoft game, or a lot of these modern ones, will put you in front of a wall and say, you are going to climb this wall if you want to play the rest of the game.
Yeah.
And I hit that point multiple times in Armored Core 6. And eventually I broke through, but man, it was a bit rough climbing that wall.
Yes, Master Grade Astray Kenra. Welcome in, my friend.
Is this the one you got at the?
This is the thrift store kit, yep. For
Thrift
those of you that don't
store.
remember, we found this kit at a Habitat for Humanity Restore, which is a thrift shop. I guess what they do is just like clear out old houses or whatever, and then Habitat for Humanity does their thing for charity. And I went down there to, what were we looking for originally? Like some kind of building supplies. I can't remember what.
I thought we were just there because it was there.
Maybe, I can't remember. But it is a good place to go to like get building supplies for really, really cheap. And I'm looking over and it's like, wait a minute, that's a Gundam kit. Wait a minute, that's a $60 Gundam kit for $20. Mine.
Mine.
Yeah, worst comes to worst, it's full of mold and you throw it in the garbage. Like, wow, $20 out. Wow.
I mean, I'd rather not spend $20 on mold. Oh, and by the way, it also came with a mostly complete high grade Barbatos 6th form.
Yeah, this is the risk that you take.
It came with that and
Imagine
some
if you
like
opened it
a
up.
surprise rando bag of tools. Did I just get
Imagine if
pinged
you had
somewhere?
opened it up and there was the polish Barbatos.
Oh god, don't say that. Because that is the same kit that I used for it.
Do not curse that into existence.
Don't speak that into the universe.
But I thought the
Don't threaten me with a good time.
no Polish Barbatos was lost.
That's the joke. That's the point. Don't speak that shit into existence. You never know what could happen.
Yeah, the only thing that would be like scarier to find in there is the Perfect Grade Mark II's head jewel.
I am not sure why. I think I know why Automod caught
Yeah,
that because of the word clan,
It
but that's
hi-
literally
it
what it's
highlights
called.
the word.
Yep.
That kid is amazing. By the way, Aduro, that you posted on my timeline. Look at this thing, chat. I gotta show you this. I need this in my life freaking yesterday. Look at how cute that is. Look at this cute Macross girl.
Yeah, there she is.
Oh, look at her. She's ready to go to an F1 race and be skimpy. That's the vibe I get. I love it. Yeah, so I have one of these kits. So I already have a variable fighter girl kit, the Siegfried. I remember the stickers being horrible. But this girl's design is way more cute. But I do have one of these. Sorry, go ahead.
Am I cute?
You are cute. You're freaking adorable. And I'm thrilled that you're a part of my life every single freaking day.
Really?
Yeah, you pull me out of my stupid funks whenever my brain's being mean.
You love me?
I love you.
You love me?
Yes.
You love me?
Yes.
You love me?
Yes, I love you.
You do stupid cute stuff.
Newer kits are way better than Siegfried. I mean, I hope so. Those stickers that the Siegfried had were an embarrassment, dude. They're so bad. You sound like Igor. Ew, affection. I know. I need to reset the stream. Let me talk about lumberjacks and baseball and
Yeah, how about those
lumber-
Texas Rangers?
yeah, and guns and other masculine things. What are other masculine
Barbecue.
things? Kissing other dudes on the mouth.
Wait.
That's masculine as fuck. That's so alpha.
Cooking brisket.
Hell yeah, now we're talking. I don't know what that is. Yes,
You don't know what
strong,
brisket
sweaty lumberjack men. Yes, I know what brisket is.
Okay, it's a little confusing.
I would need to
What
have.
we do and don't know about.
No, I was talking about. I don't know what a 12 GA shell is.
12 gauge.
I don't know anything about guns. Do not let me
neither.
around one. I have
that's
fired
also the-
and gun once in my life.
Whoa.
That's also
Singular
the
gun.
abbreviation for wiring of a certain diameter. So
That's true. Like my magnet wire that's over here is 38 gauge.
Huh. They
very
abbreviate.
thin.
When I see it AWG instead of GA for wire gauge. Weird.
well, AWG is a specific system of gauge. If I remember correctly, Europeans use a different.
Nerd.
Near. Hey, look, we're talking about manly things, okay? Jason told us to do it.
Yeah, we're talking about manly things like kissing another man on the
Wiring.
mouth.
What?
I mean, electrical standards. Anyway, model kits are fun.
I'm okay.
But in seriousness, though, Chad, thank you so much all of you for being here. It's great to see y'all again, doing model kits. do check out the other streams. If you're not around for things like the Football Manager streams or the like the game repair stuff, consider checking them out. I would just to advocate for myself a little bit. If you like the energy here, it's the same energy there, just a different subject matter.
Foosball.
See, Rainwing gets it. Come over here and kiss me on my mouth. I'm feeling romantical. That just feels like ash in my mouth when I say those words in that order.
Glad I'm not the only one feeling that.
Whew. Man, I'm pansexual and that felt weird for me to say, okay? Oh no, you don't have to send me the video. I'm good. Thank you, though.
Yeah, I mean, Jason could probably get all the kissing he wants.
I can. Hey, Sig, you want to come here real quick?
No.
But I want all the kissing I want.
Yeah, but I am in the middle of making my thing, and I have a heating pad on. Why?
Well, you're gonna have to just go over there, Jason, to get all the kissing you want.
Yeah.
We call this compromise.
Anyway. Where is the O runner again? Is this it? Yeah. All right, these are done. Get out of the way.
Alternatively, there are the rabbits.
Oh, the rabbits would hate me.
No.
We do not smooch the rabbits.
Yeah, we do. I smooch Darling all the time.
See?
I give her a little smooch on top of her head.
See?
Well, clearly I'm just a bad bunny parent then.
Clearly. I'm glad we recognize it.
Time for me to F off back to Pittsburgh. I have failed you.
What's in Pittsburgh?
Where I used to live.
But why is it like purgatory for being bad at taking care of rabbits?
Because I'm being kicked out of the house.
I'm not kicking you out of there.
No, I mean,
I was wondering if there was like a rabbit like punishment ground or something like that where they punish bad humans or something.
I mean, yeah, it's called being forced to move to Texas. But anyway, we're not going to get political on this stream. Model kits are fun.
But you're talking about Pittsburgh like it was purgatory.
I like Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh's a good town.
You're confusing people, Jason.
I like Pittsburgh. It's a good town.
But does it have a good football team?
I wouldn't know. Well, they do. Yeah, the Riverhounds did really well this year.
You know, Jason, it almost seemed like you were blinking something in Morse code when you said, I like Pittsburgh.
Nah, Pittsburgh was a great town. I genuinely miss it.
It's just cold. It's snow.
Jason's being awfully ADHD today. Friend, have you ever watched one of my streams before? Come on.
Yeah, this is the intention of us moderators here, to just sort of hit him with whatever we can think of and knock him off course.
Yeah, and you do a great job of it.
What you pay us for?
We don't pay you.
Yeah, it's what you pay us for.
No, we pay them for the consistency and the, like, singular trail of thought. Hence why we don't have those things.
As a Northeasterner, it is indeed cold as balls in Pennsylvania, says Arkenro.
You know a thing or two about the cold.
Yeah, we got snow on Halloween.
Did ya?
Yeah, second biggest snowfall since Halloween 1991.
Wow.
Yeah.
It did get kind of chilly here. It was down in the low 40s.
Yeah, and like
Down to 30-something last night here in Connecticut.
And for reference, for people at home, in 1991, we had the Halloween blizzard, which lasted for 3 or 4 days and locked people in their homes for that long. It was bad.
Were you even born then?
Yes.
No, it's funny.
I was
when I was
2 or 3 weeks old.
When I was a kid, I was irrationally, or I was not irrationally, I was extremely afraid of it getting of Halloween getting rained out.
Yeah, you want that candy.
So, to be clear, I'm on fire. I'm pretty sure that Nelson was talking about American football and I was not.
Yeah, I didn't want to push the point.
That was the joke.
Yep.
It's called doing a bit. See, part of what I do on this stream is I try to be entertaining. That's why I screw things up. It's all for entertainment.
Uh-huh. Sure it is.
But I was gonna say something. I don't remember what I was gonna say.
Clearly
Oh,
wasn't enough.
Jason actually enjoyed.
I did.
This year.
I did. I did a Halloweening this year, chat. I
Whoa.
never do a Halloweening.
Whoa.
Like, I've talked about it on the stream a few times. Like, the holiday in general just kind of wigs me out for reasons I don't fully understand. And probably need to go to therapy about at some point. But, no, we live in a neighborhood now that actually gets trick-or-treaters. And there are about, like, 70 or so kids that showed up.
Yeah.
So, like, I bought a whole bunch of candy the night before and was telling us, like, oh, God, I bought way too much candy. I bought way too much. It was gone in, like, an hour and a half.
Good.
But it was actually a lot of fun. Like, just making kids happy feels good. I don't know how else to put it.
Yeah.
I felt like a part of the community. Like, I have neighbors that I actually talk to because they're just cool people.
Whoa.
It's so, like, alien to me.
I can't believe it. You've graduated from, like, whatever weird community you were living in up to this point to, like, standard American neighborhood.
No, listen.
Congratulations.
I mean, I live amongst nerds. My neighbors, my one neighbor works in molecular biology. The other one down the road does like some kind of like immunity research. And our neighbors have routers that are named Gof and Zaku.
Jason, kindness is not restricted only to the nerds.
Yes, it is.
Well, I'm sorry you feel that way.
That's not true. Of course I don't feel that way. But I think it's funny that, like, you know, obviously I do the Gundam streams, right? And
Yep.
I move next door to the people that literally have the Gundam routers going. Like, that's pretty great. Do you live in a scientific commune? Apparently! Apparently!
What if it's the same router, but like one of those is the guest network?
I mean, it wouldn't surprise me.
It's a good way to quarantine them from messing with all the other stuff you're doing.
Mm-hmm.
Like downloading more episodes of Gundam.
Can you imagine telling your house guests that they have to use the Gundam
Gauf.
router, the Gundam network, and not the Gauf network? Goof.
Yes, I can.
Because you've done it before?
No, my router has actually had the same name since college.
Oh, yeah?
And it has nothing to do with my content.
I forget. I've used it in the past, but I forget what it was called.
Well, if I say what it's called, then people could drive around my neighborhood and find the one with the same name, and then they'll know where I live.
Suppose that's true. Which means that you can't have the same name that you had since college.
We have. It's been the same name since he lived in Pittsburgh.
Mm-hmm. I did this wrong. God damn it.
Well, have you tried
I'm not
doing
surprised.
I can pop it back off. It's not a big deal. Not a big deal. I just gotta get it off.
It's not a big deal. Yet.
No, see? Not a big deal. It's easy. Let's flip it around the right way.
Just flip it turnways.
There it is. There it is. Reset the
Whoa.
clock, chat.
He said the words.
He said the thing.
These go on.
My router's called KGB Surveillance Outpost because someone else has FBI surveillance van as theirs in my neighborhood. Nice.
FBI open up. Wait, this doesn't go on here?
Tsukimi, hello, friend. How are you? On World Jellyfish Day, as you had tweeted earlier.
So I learned something about Tsukimi's Doran is actually the name of the immortal jellyfish.
Yes. That's where it comes from.
I learned that the other day.
Did you?
Yeah.
Well, I'm very proud of you. It makes me sad that you weren't paying attention to, like, you know, your daughter's lore.
Congratulations.
That's a good question. How does Sig fit into all of this? If I'm your plother, what does that make Sig?
Well, apparently I am a parental figure for Tsukimi because whenever they were doing the bug stuff and my mom was watching, they called my mom grandmother.
You're remembering some deep lore. I forgot that you did that during PMW. You foul child. Adoptive parental unit. There you go. I forgot that you did that.
I think I screwed up. Uh-oh.
I screwed up by letting Tsukimi eat ground up bugs on my stream. Phew. That was a lot, man. I'm just saying. That was a thing that happened.
Oh. I have a problem.
Oh no.
Peg is stuck in hole.
It made us 1K. That's true. It did make us a grand. That's very true.
If I apply heat or cold, would either of those make it easier to get the two of these unstuck from each other?
Cold.
So I want to put this in my freezer for a bit.
Yes.
That's what I did with my Dendrobium. When I screwed it up.
But wouldn't
Might
the
be about to do that.
constrict both the hole around the peg?
No. Actually, it shrinks the peg not according to the diameter of the hole, but towards the center of mass. Which, in a sphere, it's going to pull both the inside and the outside closer to the center.
To be fair, lots of people eat bugs, and cricket flour is a thing. Yeah, there are a lot of people that eat bugs. We call those people freaking weird.
Anyway, I'm going to throw this in the freezer for a bit, and I might report to you later tonight if I was successful.
And I don't want to hear nothing about, well, it's a more sustainable form of protein. I don't care. It's weird. Yeah, it was a giant cicada crushing the pilk. The hell's wrong with you? Crunchy milk is not... Nobody wants that. Nobody wants that.
Wait, what's this new emote?
You know, I'd managed to put the crunchy pilk out of my mind.
I haven't thought about it in a good 3 or 4 months. But here we are. Oh, cicada pilk. 100% cicada pilk. Because cicadas in general are creepy and weird. At least grass is, like, normal.
The cicadas aren't?
No, they're creepy.
Cicadas spend 17 years underground.
Depending on the species.
Scream, reproduce, and die. I can't think of a better life.
No, pilk, like Pepsi milk is fine. Like, it's not that weird at all, honestly. It's just cola-flavored milk. It just makes it creamy.
Like root beer.
Yeah, it's like a root beer float. It's literally a Coke float without the, like, the additional sugar. Yeah, it's cream soda, yeah. It's all a matter of perspective. Like, if you call it cream soda, it's like, that's a tasty beverage. When you call it pilk, it sounds cursed. And
But
the
we
kids
like
love
curse.
their cursed humor. Better than having to drink weird orange juice mixed with Pepsi and iron supplements? Why would you do that?
This
You
sounds like
emerge from your...
Fanta. This sounds like American Fanta.
You emerge from your cocoon after 17 years and go, hey! Wanna have sex before we both die? Now that's a mood. Man, model kits are fun to build. I love building model kits. There's nothing weird that ever happens with them. My streams are always sane and normal. Alright, so where the hell does this go? Oh, it goes underneath. I see.
Make me sad. I haven't seen from Witch from a while.
Well, then ping him.
He probably sleeping.
Trying to think of what to do for the next Pomuwu. We need to start talking about the next Pomuwu soon. I think it's safe to say that the in-person component might not be a thing this time. Because I haven't had the time to... Because I haven't had the time to, like, actually plan for it. As much as I would like to, I don't foresee it happening. But that we'll cross that bridge as we get closer to actually talking about the event. That looks better. Cool. Those are done.
Right?
Hmm?
My AirPods moved. Yes, I took my meds. But
Go on. You can form a complete sentence. I know you can.
okay, I fixed the thing.
Great.
For some reason, my AirPods moved to my phone because I had my phone sitting up above my iPad watching the stream.
Ah. All right, then we got N3 and N7. Which are these big boys? We are making excellent progress, by the way. I know we haven't been talking about it too much, but we're actually making great progress on finishing this kit.
Who talks about model kits anyway?
Couldn't be me.
They're just background for the vlog. A little bit of distraction for the podcast in the back. That's the main content.
Pretty much, yeah.
We are one of those YouTube shorts of something with a Family Guy clip beneath it.
I am the Joe Rogan of makers and crafting.
I don't know if you want to be compared to.
Yeah, probably not.
Yeah.
Probably not. Probably not. But now I need to think of, like, who's a good podcaster.
Don't listen to podcasts.
I listen to a few. I listen to Men in Blazers. Because I like listening to my soccer stuff as I go into work in the morning. I cannot wait for my freaking trip, you guys.
Oh, shut up.
I know I won't, because I physically can't. I'm freaking out. 5 matches in 6 days, chat. It's going to be wild. All over southern England. Rob Paulson has a good podcast? Okay.
Why is it messed up?
I don't know. Why did you screw it up? Was this a conscious decision? And if so, heckin' why, though?
I didn't, though. Okay, I fixed it. It was set to the wrong setting.
Cool. Gun barrel is done. Next page. Got N5. Just this guy here. I'm so happy we're making progress. We might actually finish a model kit today. We
Hey,
might.
don't get your hopes.
Jason, why would you say that? Every time you say that, it doesn't work out.
Well, because I don't need to go in the office tomorrow, so technically I could go late if I want.
I want to go out tonight.
Where do you want to go?
What do you think?
We talked about staying in the house today. I gotta drive you 3.5 hours in a week.
I don't know. I haven't received the vendor invoice yet.
Do you want to tell this story?
Okay.
Tell the chat
So-
about this con that we're trying to go to.
Okay, so it all starts when I was at Baycon, and one of the attendees was like, "Yeah, there's this con called OmniCon out in Galveston." So I applied, didn't hear back from them, because I was dumb and didn't go farther back in my emails. Back in September, I received an email saying, "Hey, the invoicing system's acting up. Email us back if you want the invoice." So I went back and found the acceptance email and saw that there were forms that needed to be sent in. So I sent in the form saying, "Hey, I realize I'm late on these forms. I don't mind paying the late fee or whatever. Just let me know." And then I emailed them like 3 different times. It was like, "Hey, not trying to be pushy or anything, but I haven't received an invoice for either reason."
Now, for context, this was back in like September, right?
Yes, September. The deadline for the invoice was October 1st. I even reached out to the venue because someone told me to reach out to the venue, and that didn't turn into anything. So I just written it off.
Flash forward to today.
Flash forward today. So last night, they emailed me saying, "Hey, thank you for the forms. We can't wait to see." I think they meant to say, "We can't wait to see you." So I responded back saying, "Hey, I still haven't received an invoice, and I've emailed you guys multiple times about that. Like, I'll pay the invoice if you'll have me. I'll love to be at your con." They emailed me back, "Sorry for the confusion and delay. We'll get that invoice out to you ASP." That was at 3:11 today. Now let me see if I have received any emails.
You watch, you'll get an email like the Friday before the event.
Probably because
See-
I have not received an email back. So I'll email them tomorrow afternoon and just say, "Hey, just following up. Still haven't received the email or the invoice." So I have a week to get shit together. So mainly mini mysteries. That's the main thing, and I do have some already that need to be cut and made. Maybe this lovely little alien creature that I'm making. I don't know.
Now, what you didn't say, though, is this is out in Galveston. You did say
It
that,
is
but
out in Galveston.
to give context, Chad, that's a 3.5 hour drive that yours truly now needs to make because Sig doesn't drive a stick. I have put my foot down and been like, okay, this is as far as I am willing to drive. Because that is a lot of freaking driving.
See, in my experience, if somebody says they'll get back to you ASAP at 3 in the morning or at 3 in the afternoon, what that means is that they're either going to do it tomorrow or they're going to do it at like 1 a.m.
Or they're going to do it at never. Because they're not saying that, we'll get back to you by the end of the day today or the end of the day whenever. They're saying we'll get back to you ASAP as soon as whenever I remember to do it. Sounds like this con may be a con. I mean, it's definitely a little weird that it's taken this long.
Yeah, it is because I completely written off the cons. Like, okay, and I made a mistake, and they're probably not responding because they realize that I sent my forms in late, and they're not gonna bother with me. That's what I gathered.
And rightfully so, with how long it took.
Yeah.
All right. Done. All right, and now we can go on to the L runner. We got 2 more of these to do. And yeah, we're making good progress. We're getting there. We're getting there. Lots of L runner though. My goodness. I'm going to make 2 of these. Yes. So we need what? L 4, 11, 14, 12, 13. 11, 12, 13, and 14.
Well, that's a problem. This kit might not be as complete as you thought it was.
Let's take a look in the box. Stop panic.
I don't know, Jason. That looks like a suspiciously cut off piece of runner there.
Yeah, it sure does, doesn't it? Not gonna panic. Not gonna panic. As I do have the mystery bag of stuff. It might be in there. Good gravy it is. Well, part of it anyway. Well, one piece of it anyway. Are you kidding me?
Is it an important piece?
Yeah, it's the hinge joint for the weapons to make the backpack happen.
I'm starting to wonder if somebody salvaged a couple or took a couple pieces off this kit to repair one of theirs, and
I mean, maybe. Oh no. We've come all this way! Chat!
Do you need me to 3D model something?
Chat! Chat! What? Like, what do I do? Oh no, is it really not? It doesn't have these pieces. Are you joking? Are we doing jokes right now? Are we
who could have
doing
guessed
jokes?
the $20 thrift store kit had a landmine?
No. No, it can't be. It can't be. This can't be real. Hold on. Hold on. What actually connects to it?
Jason's in denial.
What actually connects? Oh no. Really? It's what makes it the giant FU sword. No. No. That can't be right. It's the main pivots.
So it sounds like somebody broke theirs, bought a kit, took the parts they needed, and
Because it's
donated the rest
it's
to
this.
Habitat for Humanity?
It's this right here. It's that pivot. That right here. It's that pivot that's just gone, chat. You gotta be kidding me. That right there. You can see it now. There we go. Adero, I appreciate it, but I don't give out my address to viewers. I appreciate it, but that ain't gonna happen. Oh. Are you... And I appreciate the gesture. Like, I genuinely do. It's just that, you know, safety. We have to be doing jokes, though. It's just been cut off the runner and discarded. Hold on. This can't be happening. There is more to this.
So we're in the bargaining
No,
phase?
hold on.
This is denial sake.
There is a box. I need to find the box that I put the Barbatos in. That box has a whole bunch of spare parts in it. Problem is, I have no idea where that box is right now. Maybe in here? This is not denial, this is fact-finding. Yeah, okay. And actually, I was wrong. It was a lupus that's in here. This thing had a spare Barbatos lupus in it. Lupus Rex, I think, actually. Alright, let's look in here. Let's look in here. Get these out of the way. There's one of them! Let me look at these again. So that would be number 12. We just need piece 15. Or 13, excuse me. Is piece 13 in here?
Is that not it?
We just need the other half of this pivot. And it is actually the piece that makes the joint happen. No.
Is it on the runner?
No, it's missing off the runner, honey. We're talking about down here. On the bottom. It's missing off the runner. Unless, did I cut it out without realizing it?
There's no way you would have cut that out without realizing it, Jason.
I mean, it's not the first time.
Wait, Jason? Is that it directly north of the runner?
Directly
like
north
right
of the runner?
above the runner? Like
No. So this is piece 12. This goes here. So we're missing piece 15, which is this like donut looking one.
All right, so one half of a ring joint.
Don't tell me this whole kit goes up in flames over one part. There's no flipping way. Because that is definitely not in here. You know what? We're going to forge ahead. We're going to see if we can make it work. I'm not abandoning this over one goddamn part. I'm just not. I refuse. Because who the hell would spend $60 on a model kit just for one part? That's so dumb.
I don't know. Maybe somebody had a painted custom that the sword broke on and they needed a replacement part and they were willing to spend that money.
Yeah, maybe. Let me look at the instructions again here. So Yeah, no, that is the main pivot piece. Like sockets in. It sockets in, guys. It's because it's this piece right here. Well, no, wait. Oh, I have been reading it the whole time wrong. It is 13 up there, isn't it? Yeah, I've been misreading it. It's 13. It's this guy right here. And if you follow along, it's that piece right here. That's this. And this connects to these guys. Right in that peg. See that?
It's important.
It's important. You know what? Sig did bring a pillow in my room the other day. It's extra.
Why would the pillow have anything to do with?
You see, now he's in the bargaining stage. He's not making good bargains. I mean, he's talking about a pillow, but
Hell, Jason. Are you seriously upset?
Yes! The backpack is what makes it cool! I'm
Do you want
very
me to
upset!
Do you want me to 3D print you apart?
No, you can't, honey!
Yes, I can,
so
honey.
Jason, if it's used in low use, it can be done with a good resin, and Sig, use that Soriatech toughening compound, right?
I do not. I have both tough resin and ABS-like resin.
Are you kidding me? This thing was bought to salvage a single part and then left at a thrift store.
It is possible to make a replacement part, Jason, but you need to have the tools to take good measurements on the existing part you have.
Which we don't. We don't have like those what do you call them? Forceps or whatever?
Calipers.
Calipers, thank you. We don't have a set of calipers.
Oh, we should get a set. I've been thinking about a set of calipers for a long time.
Everyone should have a set of calipers.
I'm actually upset. I'm actually properly upset.
And from there, you need to learn CAD modeling.
When would I ever actually need calipers, Squiggle Mouse, in the last 7 years of me doing this? What do you mean? You model but don't own calipers? What the hell is that supposed to mean? Jesus.
Anyway,
I mean, there have been at least 3 situations in the past, Jason, where the problem could have been solved with calipers, but it has come up that you don't own calipers.
I am so, like, dejected right now. I think this sucks! Like, I can't do anything!
Oh, I remember what I was going to say. There's a pretty decent CAD 3D modeling program for iPad. The basic tools are free, but it does have a subscription. But you can I could make one.
If you want to try, I won't stop you.
Well, I need to measure things.
There's also a number of free full feature suite CAD programs available for Windows as well.
Well, the other thing, though, so, Squiggle, the thing is, though, the giant ugly sword is what turns into the giant badass backpack. Do you not have blue stuff? I have blue tack, but that's not what you're talking about.
I have epoxy sculpt, and you could sear it, but the epoxy sculpt's a little brittle. I don't think it would hold up 3D for what you need it for.
Is there anything that I could cannibalize off of this half of a Barbatos?
Maybe.
Probably not, but you'd have to look around, say, the hip joint, the ankle joint. The ankle joint maybe actually might work, but I wouldn't count on it. Like, the peg diameters are probably very different.
Well, let's pull it off and take a look.
Can you email Bandai and be like, yo?
Not with how old this is, unfortunately.
And not without a first-party purchase receipt.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
really?
Bluefin does have a replacement program, but yeah, we don't have a third-party or a first-party purchase receipt. So this does come with them. It is very different, as we can see. But not like, well, no, it's a lot wider, though. And also, there would be no way for it to, like, fit into those right there. Nah, that ain't gonna work. That ain't gonna work. That ain't gonna work either. No, the shoulder joints are too small.
Yeah, the shoulder joints on the high-grade Barbatos Lupus, if I remember correctly, they're just C-clips.
No, they're regular joints, but they're not the right size. You can just see that visually.
Oh, you mean for not the shoulder armor, but the shoulder itself. Yeah, that's a two-part joint that neither of which matches the profile of what he needs.
Yeah, that sucks. Well, what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do, huh?
Time to learn CAD and make your own.
Well, chat.
Well, I'll show you that program I was talking about now that it's this one. It needs me to log in.
Well, that's something
But
that we
yeah,
can. If you're feeling up to it, I'll give you the matching part. And if you're feeling up to it, you're more than welcome. Excuse me, to try. That was right into the microphone. I apologize about that. That was crude.
Yeah. But I need to play with this program a little bit to figure out exactly how it works.
Well, that is going to shorten the stream by a few minutes. I can't believe this. That's like, I'm actually not that upset. It's just that it's hilarious. Like, right at the very end of the kit, we find why this was at a thrift store for $20. Amazing. At the very end of the kit.
Well, Jason, worst case scenario, you now have something else to pose better than a bookstore employee.
That's true. That's true. We do have just the right... I mean, we do still have a regular Astray out of it, which is still pretty cool. Like, let's be real. It's still a cool kit. Oh, that's just so funny. That's so funny and so disappointing. But that's all right, guys. Thank you still, regardless, for being here. This has been a lot of fun getting back to doing model kits. We will be back again tomorrow, right around the same time, and we are going to be working on the Nuke Matrix Harpy. Try to get that thing finished up. We're just working on the wings, and then that thing they'll be all done as well. We'll finally get back to working on the Deep Striker soon thereafter. So, chat, thank you once again for being here. You are all beautiful, fantastic, valid as hell people. Let's go and find us someone to raid and throw the party over to one of our friends. Who do we got online tonight? Let's see. Who's online doing model kit related things? You know, we haven't raided Woat in quite a long time. That's where I want to go. I want to take it over to Old Man Woat's stream. Lovely, lovely human being. Make sure to show him at least as much love as you show me. And you folks have a fantastic evening. Good night. Goodbye. Etc. Etc.
Have a good night, everyone.